Alex Avila joining the show. This guy caught for how many years?
12?
12
13?
years back there, 13.
12,
You're
13?
doing, he's game planning. He's playing against these guys, particularly Altuve in the American League. But I want to ask you, I mean, really, legitimately, he's 5'6".
Yeah, no, he's shorter than most guys. But when he gets in the box, like, he's got coverage, man.
That's the thing. And he stands way off the plate.
Well, he stands off the plate and he steps into the plate, and it gives him that back coverage.
Well, Alex is going to give you his perspective as a catcher, how they might have tried to game plan against it. We'll get into that. I'm going to roll a video right now, and we're going to say, who is Jose Altuve? So I want to take you through some of the things I've done through the years with him. All-star game in Miami. Yeah, that's Jose and his group there. But when he broke into the big leagues, he was a guy that did not have a leg kick. He'd do this little toe down. Remember, that was the big thing back then? Get your foot down and shoot the ball the other way. Then he hit the weights. He got stronger. This little dude's got some power, folks. I mean, when you're pulling NFL tires and stuff like that, you're like, okay, he got serious business. Well, what he did in 2016, he had that leg kick. All right, now all of a sudden, he's got some power that he's getting this bat through. Kirby Puckett once told me, I can give you 10 more home runs with the leg kick. I was like, come on, Puck, really? But here's what I love about this, Alex. When Jose, you got to know your strike zone, right? When he lifts his leg, here's where he's looking for the ball. And then he can go anywhere else. But, man, you got to put the ball in the breadbasket for this guy because now he has shrunk the zone on you and will hammer pitches wherever he wants it. Remind me of this guy right here, Ricky Henderson. Ricky would stand here, nice and cool up top, and then he'd go, when he got ready to hit, and it just shrunk the zone. That's at least what I thought it looked like. But Jose Altuve, regular season, this guy hit everything. I mean, this is what Alex is going to get into. He hit every pitch. I shouldn't say hit. He still does.
Look at that. You can't get a hit on
He
that.
hits everything. This guy goes down and hits every ball you can imagine. And again, back to the leg kick. If he was left-handed, I'd say, oh, he's young Yogi Berra. What? Yeah, look at this. He's 5'6", he's 5'7". I mean, look at the numbers that Yogi put up. But the thing I like about it, Alex, Yogi hit everything too.
Yeah.
He said there was
good bad ball hitter.
He was a good bad ball hitter. Didn't matter what he saw, right? He was going to hit the ball wherever it was. And I think this is one of the strengths of Jose. Ball's in, he'll pull it. If it's away, he'll go get it. He'll do all these things. I cannot wait to hear what you got to say, sitting back there, watching this guy swing the bat, trying to get him out. So Jose does all these things as he swings the bat, and it just reminds me of Yogi a lot, but that stature is really the biggest comparison in swinging at everything. So that's my take on Jose. What'd you think? Was that okay?
No, that's pretty good. But I just wanted to bring up a couple boards before I get into it because just to show how impressive he is at being able to, slug the ball, homers, doubles, triples, what have you, not only on fastballs but off speed pitches. If we can bring that up and take a look at that because it's all over the strike zone. We can see here his slugging percentage on fastballs, and this is his career. These are career numbers.
Wow.
So he's crushing the ball, middle in, and even outside the zone, he's crushing it. And then if we go to the off-speed stuff as well, I mean, still, middle in. If you're hanging that stuff, he's crushing it. He's banging them.
Wow.
Now, you have one spot down and away and a little bit down and in, and this is where, as far as like how to attack him, what we would try to do when we're putting together a game plan against him or a lot of guys that have the ability to hit the ball over the fence, he's going to get his hits. He's got 2,000 of them. So what are you trying to prevent? You're trying to prevent the slug, trying to prevent the power, right? So that's what we're looking at, and it depended on the guy on the mound. So if I knew I had a guy that can command his fastball or a guy with a good sinker, I wanted to make Jose aware of inside. So we're throwing purpose pitches off the plate in because he's going to swing.
Yeah.
So you might get that weak contact, but it gets him in swing mode to hopefully then you have opened up a way on him to get him to chase the breaking ball. Now, if you have a guy that maybe can't command that ball in, you're basically living away most of the time, and then hopefully then you can set up fastballs up. Now, you have swing and miss up above the zone, but you got to get it up there. Like you were saying in your demo, he's got that leg kick, smaller guy. That pitch sometimes chest high can fool the umpire a little bit, thinking it's a strike for most guys, but for him it isn't. But he'll chase that because he can hit it. Yeah. Now, if you get it just above, you'll get that swing and miss.
So he's got to be one of the most difficult guys to pitch to.
No doubt, because he hits everything. It's fastballs, heaters, all across the zone. So a lot of times you're like, okay, he's going to get his hits. Like most great hitters, they're going to get their hits.
Yeah.
What am I trying to prevent? I'm trying to prevent the homer. I'm trying to prevent that run-scoring double, that
What about with the
slugging
runner
power.
in scoring position? He can drive in some runs, too.
No, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. So it's like facing like a Vladimir Guerrero. You know, a guy that can put the ball in play all over the zone, really tough on pitches not only inside, that's where his power is, but even, you know, like we were saw on some of your video there, he was getting base hits on balls like that nobody should be getting base hits on.
Yeah.
So you have a guy on third base, you have a guy on second base, less than 2 outs, a guy in scoring position. He has the ability to put those balls in play for hits that are outside the zone that most guys would be swinging and missing on.
He's got 23 postseason homers. I mean, you wouldn't think a guy at 5'6". You think about Freddie Patek or somebody back in the day, right? All right, Adnan, back to you. Nice job, Alex, with that.
All right, good stuff, Base. Thank you, Alex. Meantime, it's time for StatCast powered by Google Cloud. A closer look at Altuve and the highest slugging percentage versus fastballs this season. Ohtani, Judge, Seager. How about that collection of names ahead of him? Then you got Altuve and Lars Nootbaar, the Cardinals. But clearly, these guys are hunting heaters and doing some damage with it.